All right, Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. Then we'll be looking towards New Year's Eve and New Year's and stuff of that nature. So if I didn't say it earlier, I do wish all of you Merry Christmas, man, and a very happy New Year. And hopefully everybody get it together and get it right and continue to get it right. I've really not even opened. I opened most of my presents. We opened presents yesterday because I had a couple of family that had a work schedule, but I have not used any of them. So I have a brand new keyboard that lights up and a few other things. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really used some of the stuff I opened up yesterday yet. So I better get to using it before people get mad. I ain't used it yet, but I'm busy. I was behind this morning. I'm a little bit behind today, man. So if you haven't checked out my main channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, right here on YouTube. The reason I'm behind this morning, I slept in a little bit later than I usually do. I was up most of the night, man. Then I went to IHOP. Yep, pretty good this morning. So, since I got back from IHOP, man, got to get the dogs together, had to drop the kid off somewhere. But we here. We're here. I want to talk about, what is it a mistake? Is it a Jeff Okudah type of mistake to take another DB in the top five, the brother named Kyle Hamilton? Now, I've read about Kyle Hamilton, but can some questions be kind of asked about him? That was asked about Okudah. To me, I mean Notre Dame, man. Who do they play? Okay, let's start off there. Who do Notre Dame play? Because one thing about Jeff Okudah that I was asking personally, I'm like, man, who did he shut down? And then he kind of gave me validity when he said that the best guy he had played against was Quintez Cephas. So I was like, yeah, that's what I was saying. I've really never seen him shut down anybody at Ohio State or anybody of significance. But they play North Carolina, who's got a better program under Mac Brown, guy who used to coach Texas. Virginia, I watched him play this year. That's solid. Georgia Tech. I mean, you look at their schedule and you ask yourself, man. I mean, Florida State. Purdue is their best win. Cincinnati's a good team. They in the playoffs. They did lose. Virginia Tech is a solid team. Wisconsin was pretty solid, especially towards the end. They made a run. If they would have won, they would have been in the Big Ten championship game, but they lost. So Stanford got a good win over Oregon. So obviously the talent is there. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, historically, you don't take safeties that high. Okay, you don't take safeties that high. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a great game. Maybe don't throw his way, whatever. But you see the talent in this kid, Kyle Hamilton. You see the talent. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he do versus Purdue. You see the talent. Hold on, let me see what we do. That's probably their best win this year. But you see the talent. And versus Purdue, he had 7 tackles, 3 assists. He had a pick. So yeah, I mean, and you also got to be pretty bright to get into Notre Dame. No dummies getting in there, big dummy. So I don't know if he playing in the bowl game. So we established that he had a great game. Didn't have a great one versus Wisconsin, but I don't know the backstory to that. So he played good against Purdue. You look at what he did versus. They didn't give up a lot of points to Cincinnati, but they just didn't put up a lot of points. But had 3 tackles in Cincinnati, no picks. I don't know really the backstory, but when y'all know my rule of thumb. You know the rule of thumb, and taking the DB this high. The rule of thumb is, okay, it's a quarterback, a blindside protector, left tackle if you're right-handed, left-handed quarterback, right tackle, or blindside guy. A pass rusher, even if it's inside or outside. Those are the 3 things that you think about up there. Then you have exceptions. You know what I'm saying? You have special talents like Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, Zeke Elliott. I mean, we go on and on. But ultimately, the talent trumps all. That's pretty much what it is. The talent trumps everything. Right? And you look at this kid, right? You look at him. He's 6'4" unofficially, right? And he can play in the box, he can play in coverage. He is very instinctive. Very instinctive. He's from Atlanta. He was born in Greece, but he actually from Atlanta. He must be a military brat. Um, our Greece is a beautiful place. Um, let's just take a random draft profile, right? So right now, I don't like the way they got it placed. See if we can find a better one. So they rate him on a scale of 15. It stinks. 13.5 out of 15. Got good range, 14.5 out of 15. Man coverage, he 10 for 10 at the safety, right? He said this is Hamilton's greatest ability by a long shot as a safety. His size and even the safety in general should not have the man coverage ability of a high-end cornerback, but Hamilton does. So in the zone, he's pretty good, 8.5 out of 10 in the zone. Ball skills, 9.5 out of 10. Tackling and run support, he pretty much a 7. I mean, how many times? I mean, think about it for a minute. You know, um, him on the versatile, you probably want to find a more versatile college safety than Hamilton. If Notre Dame wanted to, they could put him. They could put the guy at the outside corner, and he wouldn't miss a beat. So I mean, you got a guy literally. You got a guy literally. You have, and they say his games to watch are the Florida State 2021, this one this year, Purdue this year, Clemson and Alabama last year. Big time teams last year, and even this year in Alabama. So he has a major injury history. Fat peg, impalement around the knee. What the hell is that? Use my French. I'm gonna look this one up. They says occurs in I don't know. So they say I don't know what the hell this is. So it says a common cause of pain at the front of the knee. Treatment includes taping, therapy, and injection. So right then he got a knee injury. So you gotta see if they can manage that. Then you gotta look at the guys around him. But the thing about it is you probably never gonna get a dude that's that's had all these things and they 100% healthy. I mean nobody in football is 100% healthy, but you look how they rate him, which I seen a little bit. Everything is he's basically probably the best player in the draft. He can get you. You can put him at corner. He can cover. So you got a guy who can support the run, right? That's the weakest thing he got out of 10 is 7 out of 10 run support. Hamilton is very capable of both traits, but his worst attributes by far when looking at tackle from a general sense. Hamilton is good at using his long arms to wrap up a ball carrier. He tends to take some poor angles on his approach. So that you can that's teachable. If I got a corner that can go out there, cover the deep half, change the direction, break on the ball. That's what they mean by change the direction. Pick the ball off. He's athletic. He can play. You can move him around, do the injury. He perfect at man, really good at zone. He got great range, very instinctive. I mean, shit, man, this is the exception. This man is the exception to that rule. He is the exception. He is the exception. I think he's the best product going. He's the best rated player that I've seen so far. And I like Derek Stingley and all those guys, but he's the best rated player. But then also, what goes into that goes in that decision as well too. You got to ask yourself, and this is why a lot of these dudes go wrong, right? You ask yourself, can I find a really good safety if I decide to go a different direction, defensive end or whatever else, right? Can I find Daxton Hill later? Yeah. But you don't find football players like this. They don't make football players like this. This dude is a football player that is a creative player. He gonna get in the weight room. He'll get strong. If his knee check out where that ain't really, really serious, bro. I mean, shit. I like Hutchinson and Thibodeau pretty good, but this dude, they don't find it's a passing league, and obviously they can get into the pass rusher is the best. Can I steal good bang for my buck at pass rusher? From the top 20, it's about 7, 8 pass rushers that I seen projected to go in the top 20. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jordan Davis that really can help you out on the line. But David Njoku will be the guy you're looking at with your additional pick then. You know, so I mean, I think he's the best player that I've seen so far, at least defensively wise. He gives, you know, people someone bringing Quadre Diggs in, man, in the back, and I'm not mad at that. That's if you let Walker go. But this dude and Walker in the backfield, Walker can cover man and man too. He was a corner at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. So I mean, you in big business, bro. You young up front, you got Price, you know what I'm saying? You got Parker. You know, I forget this man's name every video that I do, man. I never can remember this man's name, man, when I'm talking about the young quarterbacks. I swear, man, I can see his face in my head, but remember his name is pretty freaking hard. Jerry Jacobs, I can forget this dude's name. Price, Parker, Melifanu, Okudah might come back. You know what I'm saying? You good in the defensive backfield. It's gonna be some bumps. But like I said, you can use Hutchinson, you lose Kilbedo, but this is a creative player, bro. This dude was made on Madden. He was made in the lab. He may be the exception. He may be the way he can break on the ball, the way he can. I mean, you don't have to take him off the field. You can put him on. You can put him on tight ends. You can put him on corners. You know, you can play him in the box. You know, he'll get better at taking angles. That's coaching. I think he might be too special to pass up, and it might be a blessing in disguise if the Lions get the third or fourth pick and end up with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Stingley is really good too, man. You put Stingley on the half, he healthy, he gonna take away half of the field. But what's different is this dude can take away different halves of different parts of the field. He can run, he can stop, he can help you in run support, he can play the nickel, he can play outside, he can play the deep half, he can play the other deep half, the right or left, he can play the single high man. Man, this dude is special, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chances to get notifications, go live and drop a video. Okay. Comment. Those are the best ways to help out the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, okay. All my social media links, subscriptions will too. Hit me up. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Okay. Cash App, Venmo, on the bottom screen. Appreciate the love, support. Take Detroit Lions Talk playlist, more videos like this. As I learn more prospects, I speak on them too. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Don't forget to check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Other than that, one time for the one time. Peace.